Today we are properly aligning your AR-15 or AR style gas block. Why the word proper is important? Well, you don't get this right and chances are you might be troubleshooting a cycling issue or two later down the road. So let's talk proper gas block alignment. All right, no time to waste. Let's get this done and did. Step one. Your gas tube should already be set in place. That we showed you how to do that in the last video. And now we are sliding the whole shooting match down your barrel, gas tube going into the receiver, and to start, push the gas block all the way to the gas block journal. This is also your chance to make sure that you picked up the right length gas tube as well. So take a peek inside your upper, make sure that your gas tube doesn't extend beyond the cam pin cutout. If it does, it's too long. If you don't see your gas tube in the upper or hardly at all, it's too short. Quick side note here before we get to step two, this term of alignment. We get deeper into that in our gas block episode, but the short and sweet of it is there's a gas port hole in the top of your barrel, which needs to be properly aligned to the gas block port, which is aligned to the bottom hole in your gas tube. Meaning if you partially or fully close that highway between the barrel gas port to the gas block, unreliable cycling might ensue. It's not fun to try and diagnose. However, there are some AR barrels out there that come dimpled. Well, the ones I personally seek out anyway, which means your barrel manufacturer or barrel brand has thoughtfully considered us AR builders, and they drilled a small little dimple perfectly under the center of your gas port in your barrel. Wouldn't you know it, it just so happens to also perfectly align with almost all gas block set screws, meaning index your set screw to the dimple, lock and load and tighten, and then skip to step number 4. It reminds me of an acronym like KISS that we've probably all heard of. For the rest of us, it's step number 2 next, and here's a trick to get you 80% of the way to properly aligned, because it's not just 12 o'clock alignment that we need to be wary of, it's also alignment off of the gas block journal. Not every single barrel or gas block are going to be the exact same, meaning you can't just slap it on the journal all the way and call it a day. That said, trick number 1 for 12 o'clock adjustment. Take a top-down view of your barrel, and 9 times out of 10 you'll see the manufacturer's markings and specs dang near providing you a perfect reference for getting pretty close. Once you get there, lightly lock that spot in place with 1 set screw. Alignment tip or trick number 2, not everything, gas port, gas block, gas tube, always lines up perfectly to that 0.3 of an inch off the gas block journal. It's just the fact that we've found here over and over, in which case we give the gas block an ever so slightest of nudges off the gas block journal, roughly a credit card width, before we move to step number 3. We're almost there. Step number 3, we're now slipping our handguard on and lining up the pick rails on top, and then I'm staring down the barrel of a, sorry, got lost there. Then you're looking down the barrel to see if your gas block needs a little nudge towards the 11 o'clock, or maybe a little nudge towards the 1 o'clock. Once you got it, slide the handguard off, lock everything in place with a good, firm tighten with your Allen wrench. Step number 4, welcome back, those of you with dimpled barrels. We've reached step number 4, and psych! Step number 4 is installing your bad ace handguard that caught your eye, which is actually up next, right over here. Quick, easy, but not all handguard barrel nut retention methods are the same across handguard manufacturers. We cover the most popular next over here. We'll see you over there.